Welcome back to Step Into Fear. My name is Aries, and in this video, I'm gonna show you with video proof how me and my friend pulled two sexy Latinas back to our place in the matter of like 10 minutes. If that sounds like something you're interested in, sit back, relax, and enjoy to the end of the video because there's a lot of valuable takeaways and it's also pretty entertaining as well. So let's get right into it. So if you don't know, I'm now here in Vegas. I'm gonna be spending 40 nights here, and we pulled our first night living together. So we were at a club called XS here in Vegas. It's a very popular nightclub. It has like pools and palm trees, and it has an outdoor area and an indoor area. Most guys like to socialize with everyone, do a whole bunch of approaches, and that's cool if you wanna do that and that works for you. But for me personally, I can just chill for 10 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe even an hour in the club, and then whenever I see a girl I want to talk to, I'll go.
Wait, oh. These are DJs? Wait,
what the?
I thought they were up there, they're right here.
Okay. She got some experience. She know what she's doing. I talked to some really hot girls before I even got to the Latina that I pulled at the end of the night. Like I was talking to this one baddie from Spain. She was just visiting the US, and she agreed to be my tour guide whenever I go to Spain.
Not exactly so female-friendly, but still.
So after I approached the baddie from Spain, I ended up meeting my buddy on the dance floor, and he pointed out this tall girl along with this shorter Latina girl. They both look Latina to us, right? And he was like, okay, I like the tall girl. And I was like, cool, I like her friend. So it was like a perfect two-set interaction. And this was at like 3:40 a.m., 3:50 a.m. So we approach, he goes in, talks to his girl, and then I come in right behind him and I talk to her friend. And guys, this is why I say that the openers don't matter. What you say on the approach really doesn't matter as much as you think. I walked up to the girl and I said, excuse me, I have a question. Are you like tired of wearing your heels all day? I said something like that, right? And she was like, yeah, I'm tired of wearing my heels. And that's how I started the interaction, right? It wasn't some crazy pickup line. It wasn't something that I methodically thought of and came up with. It's just like, I just expressed whatever I felt like expressing in that moment, right? What matters more is how you feel. It's the sub-communication, eye contact. So me and my buddy were hitting it off with our girls. He was talking to the friend, I was talking to the other friend, and about 5 minutes in, I actually think my girl asked me what I had planned right after. And that's usually a very good sign. If a girl's asking you what you're gonna do after, it's a very good indicator that she wants to keep hanging out with you. So then I think my buddy mentioned food, and then my girl was like, yeah, I'm actually hungry. I want something to eat. And then my buddy was like, okay, yeah, let me look up some stuff. He was like, there's Denny's here, there's this. And in my head, I was like, no, we're not gonna go to Denny's. We're gonna go straight back to our Airbnb. Now, I said that in my head, but out loud I said, hey bro, aren't you gonna cook for us? And he's like, you're right, I can cook for y'all. So I kind of saved it with that because it would have just took way longer to Uber to Denny's and then Uber to the Airbnb. It's just a waste of time, right? We ended up dipping. We're like, all right, let's go. We ordered the Uber.
Daniel. Yes, right.
Yes, sir. And Ubered back to our Airbnb. Yeah, apparently this is early in, which is crazy.
Yeah, at this point, you're finishing at the club that you wanted to be at. And then like at 5, you have to go to that other random side club, side bar. And then you get to the sidebar, and then right after you go to the beach and you watch the sunrise.
Oh, that sounds kind of fire.
Yeah. That's what...
And they got here. I got this. There we go.
God dang. It was bright.
Yeah, we got the shoes.
Is this ritual? Do we have to take off our shoes? You don't have little flip-flops for the ladies?
Bougie target.
Here, I want you to try them.
No, I was literally joking.
I want to see this. Go.
Your feet versus Okay.
Not bad. It's not a bad fit.
My buddy was whipping up eggs and mushrooms in the kitchen. He made all of my chicken nuggets, and I was the one who was with the two girls here in the living room.
Yes, sir.
And while my buddy was making eggs and mushrooms in the kitchen, I typed something on my phone. What I typed was, find a reason to pull her to your room. And then I told him, it doesn't have to be now, but definitely sometime soon. I turned on my Bluetooth speaker, put on some music, just chatted with him a bit, kept the vibes going while he was busy making food. Something else I did before we got in the Uber to go to our Airbnb is I was showing my girl our Airbnb because I took a video of it when I first got here. So I think this was just a good way to kind of build comfort and let her know like, yo, we actually do have an Airbnb here. And I told her how long we're staying in Vegas. And it's also implanting the idea and getting her more comfortable with the idea of going back to the Airbnb if I show her a literal video of how the Airbnb looks. And we actually have this card game called Cards Against Humanity. It's a very popular adult game. And it's cool because they're actually like super tiny cards. So we can bring them with us when we're approaching girls, and the girls love them, right? Because they're so tiny, and they're like have funny things on them. They say really like outlandish things. And that's another way that we can use these cards to pull girls back to our place. Be like, oh yeah, we have a couple, but we have the rest of the deck at our place. After we were done eating the food that he made, my girl was asking, oh, are we gonna play Cards Against Humanity? And then my buddy was like, well, I have another card game. And then his girl was like, where? He was like, oh, well, it's in my room. So then he put his hand out, she grabbed it, and he led her to his room. The way it's set up is his room is down this hall, and then my room is literally right here between these two double doors. So he took my advice and he applied it. He found the reason to pull the girl to his room. It could literally be for anything. It could be check out my glow lamp. It could be check out my card game. It could be it could be anything, right? So he did that successfully, and I was like, perfect, it's a done deal now. So then once that happened, I put out my hand, got my girl's hand, and then I led her to the room, and you know, good things happened. And me and my buddy worked together really good as a team to make this two-man a complete mission. There was a lot of things that I did that really made it work, and there was a lot of things that he did that really made it work. He controlled more so of like ordering the Uber, telling the Uber where to be, all that kind of stuff. And then I was more so handling like the game side of the situation. So instead of going to Denny's, like he was mentioning, I got it to where we went straight to the Airbnb by saying, yo, just cook for us. Or I handled the game situation by saying, find a reason to pull her to your room because, you know, we need some isolation between me and my girl and him and his girl. And if this is something you actually want to implement within your life and you want to be able to just pull dimes effortlessly the way we just did literally yesterday, then be sure to book a free 20-minute chat with me down below so I can see how I can help you. I don't work with every guy. I like to make sure that you're someone who's serious, you're someone who actually wants results, and you're ready to take action. So if that's you, be sure to click a free 20-minute chat with me down below so I can talk to you and get to know more about your situation, and we can see how to move forward from there. And if you feel like you're not ready to work with me quite yet, that's totally fine. Just be sure to make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and also follow my Instagram because I post a lot of things on there pretty much daily, whether it's to my story or to my feed. I'm always posting to Instagram, and that's free value for you guys. So I hope you took some value out of this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.